Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope you're doing good and welcome back to the movie. Welcome back to the channel, The Serpent Studio, where we break down the biggest movies without giving away the goods. And today, yes, we are talking about none other than Transporter 9. That's right, the ninth ride into the high octane, fast paced, and absolutely wild Transporter series. So, whether you are here as a fan of Jason Statham classic days or you are just someone who loves a good underline pumping action flick, stick around because this is gonna be fun. No spoilers, no ruining the action, just pure, honest thoughts and vibes. You ready? Let's shift into the game. So, before we do that, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let's get this review rolling. Alright, before we dive into Transporter 9, we gotta take a little trip down memory lane. The Transporter series has been one of those action franchises that refuses to die in the best way possible. It all started back in 2002 with Jason Statham as Frank Martin, the cool, calculated driver who will deliver just about anything. No questions asked as long as you followed the rules. We had insane car chases, brutal hand to hand fights, and that signature Frank Martin vibe. You know what I'm talking about. He was quiet but dangerous at the same time. Smooth but deadly, you can say. And those Audi commercial particularly became a part of the movies. Like fab, awesome. Over the years, the series evolved. We got Transporter 2, 3, a reboot with Transporter Refueled, and then slowly but surely it found its way back to the old school formula fans loved. And now, boom, Transporter 9 is here. Bigger, faster, surprisingly even more stylish. But the question is, does it still deliver? Or is it just another action sequel trying to sneeze the last drop of fuel? Well, let's find out. So, what's Transporter 9 all about without spoiling the fun? Well, Frank Martin is back. Older, yes. Slower, absolutely not. This time, he finds himself pulled into a transport job that's why more complicated than the usual package drop scenario. No spoilers, but just know. This ain't that pizza delivery, the stakes high, the opticals insane, and the enemies. Let's just say you will meet someone faces some of those faces you won't forget. And what makes this story stand out is how Transporter 9 balances nostalgia with a new twist. You will feel the echoes of the earlier trailer, but there definitely something fresh in the air. The plot is straightforward enough to keep you engaged, but layered enough to avoid feeling like a lazy cash grab sequel. It's like they are finally embarrassing what made the first few films work while adding a little modern spice. And yes, there are some surprises, not spoilering surprises, but let's just say you won't be settling down. Yes, now let's talk about the main course, the action. Listen, if you are watching Transporter 9, you probably are not here. for deep psychological themes, philosophical themes. You want fast cars, bone crushing fights, and adrenaline pumping scenes. And honestly, this movie does deliver what you want. The car chases phenomenal. We are talking classic transporter style chases mixed with some modern filmmaking flair. There are particular stunts, real vehicles, and minimal CGI, which makes everything feel raw and impactful. Frank Martin pulls off like the only stuff he does that had me gripping the edge of my seat. Yes, in an action, the cinematography is tight, the clean shots that let you actually see the action. No shaky cams overload here, thankfully, and there's one standout scene. No spoilers, but trust me, it's going to be talked about a lot. It might even go down as one of the best action sequence in the franchise. And if you missed the intensity from Transporter 1 to 3, you will find it here. And yeah, you might have been crankled it up a little, but that's okay. And now let's talk about the cast. Yes, Jason Statham, still the king. The man can literally carry an entire movie with just a stare and a car key. You feel the wear and tear of his character, but also the sheer determination and grit. Frank Martin's not just fast driving, and he's, let's just say, he is fighting his demons physically and mentally. And the supporting cast is pretty solid too. There are few standout characters who bring charm, mystery, and even a little humor. It's refreshing because action movies sometimes forget to give us likable side characters. So, the villains, oh yeah, we have got the villains. Without giving anything away, let's just say they are more grounded this time, less cartoonish, more menacing, and they feel like real threats, which does makes the stakes get harder. And yes, the chemistry between Frank and certain new characters is surprisingly good. It adds an emotional layer that we don't always get in action. Whether the action sequel like this, you sure will don't want to miss this. And yes, let's talk about the visuals. Visually, Transporter 9 looks slick. You can feel the bigger budget, but they don't out overdo it with CGI. The film leans into the real locations, fast cars, and particular effects, which is exactly what this franchise needed. And the cinematography gives us wide shots during car chases and fights, letting us appreciate the choreography and driving skills. No messy, confusing side effects like side confusing edits here. You get to see the action, not just feeling it. Lightning and color grading on one point. It has the cool modern look without feeling like a commercial or sunglasses and luxury cars. Although there are still plenty of style, but the soundtrack fits like a glove. Sharp, pulsing beats that sync perfectly with the car chases and fighting scenes. It's not distracting, it's enhancing. And when the action slows down, the music pulls you right into the mood, where you need it to be. And the director wise, props to the team, they managed to respect the DNA of Transporter series while evolving it just to feel fresh. So, what worked? Let's list out the highlights. Jason Statham's returns. This dude still has it. Old school transporter action vibes mixed with the modern filmmaking. Absolutely. Amazing fight choreography and driving sequences. Great villains with real meanings. Solid pacing and tight runtime. Surprisingly good characters movements without overdoing it. It feels like the franchise finally learned from its missteps and focused on what fans actually needed. Now, as much as I loved it, Transporter 9 isn't flawless. Some characters felt like they could have gone deeper. I'm not asking for Oscar worthy drama, but few relationships would have been fleshed out just a little more. Lastly, there were a couple of moments when it learned slightly into action movie clicks, characters walking away from explosions like it's just another Tuesday. It's fun but a little too familiar at the time. Alright, here's the big question. Is Transporter 9 worth your time? Absolutely. Yes. If you are a fan of old school Transporter movie, you will feel right at home. It delivers on action, it respects the character of Frank Martin, and it throws in just enough modern flair to make it stand out. It's not trying to be something it's not. It knows exactly what kind of movie it is and it does it well. For me, it's one of the best entries since Transporter 2. Is it perfect? No, but it is great. Oh, yes. I will give Transporter 9 a solid 8.5 out of 10. Definitely worth the ticket or the rental or the rewatch. And that's it, folks. Transporter 9, action packed, fast, fun, and stylish. I want to know, what do you think? Do you like it? Was it the comeback we needed? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below and let's chat. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss spoiler free reviews just like this one. Thanks for hanging out with me, and until the next time, drive safe. Thank you.